Hello, 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 and welcome back. So today would normally be day 7 of Glisten and Glow's holiday advent box, but it was the base coat, so you can't really do one video on a base coat, so we're going to do Battle of the Base Coats. What I am doing here is I'm doing a little bit of an experiment with 4 different base coats to see which one holds up the best, which one really just performs the best. So I have 4 different base coats here. Glisten and Glow's base coat, we've got Maniology's calcium rich base coat, Holo Taco's long lasting base coat, and Ella and Milla's all about the base. I've written down each of them here on this piece of paper. It's just the back of a receipt because totally scientific, right? But that way I know and have record of which one's on which. I chose my most pigmented red to paint over the base coats, and that is Live Love Polish's Monroe. It's super pigmented. I am not doing a top coat here, and I'm not doing a top coat for a reason. Because I don't want something to last for a while, and is it the top coat or is it the base coat? I want it to be totally even across the board, so I'm doing the base coat. And I'm going to do 2 coats here, but on the pinky finger I am doing Maniology's calcium rich base coat, and then on Glisten and Glow I'm doing on the ring finger. I actually had written down Holo Taco on the ring finger, so I go ahead and switch that here just to make sure that everything is accurate. So Glisten and Glow's on the ring finger, Holo Taco goes on the middle finger, and then I will put Ella and Milla on the pointer finger. And then I'm also going to be doing a second coat of them as well. But again, I am not doing a top coat on these because I didn't want to do a top coat and have there be a wonder of did it last long because of the top coat, or did it last long because of the base coat itself. So base coat really just kind of protects your finger against staining, and helps to kind of smooth out any ridges that you might have depending on the base coat that you use. So I highly recommend a base coat, but I do know a lot of people that do manicures without base coats, but especially if you're using like a very pigmented red, you want a really good base coat to kind of help protect your fingernail from any staining. So we'll go ahead and finish up the second coats here, and then we'll get started with, once that's fully dry, painting the polish on as well.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. Oh no, it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks of fire. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. Stars shone in our eyes like the lights of fireflies. We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chests. Your heart was full of dreams, it made you feel extreme. Give me a sign if you keep it in mind. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for.
Alright, so it is now 2 days later, and these actually held up pretty well. Not a single one of them has chipped, which I was kind of surprised about with not using a top coat, but I'm going to go ahead and do my normal removal process. So I use these aluminum foil wraps, and then I take just regular nail polish remover from my drugstore, grocery store, and put it on the cotton parts, and just have it on there for 5 minutes. And then I take and kind of like rub it as it's kind of being pulled off. And this is kind of the end product. So you can see every single one of them stained just slightly, mostly around the fingers, which totally makes sense because around the cuticles and edges of the nail and stuff, you're not going to be using base coat or anything. But the one that stained the most, though, I would say was Maniology, which, I mean, Maniology doesn't claim to be a stain-preventing base coat at all. Really, it's the only one that claims to be a stain-preventing base coat is the Glisten and Glow, which when I took that extra little cotton pad there and rubbed it out, the only part that was stained was around the cuticles. Which I fully expected to have happen. The Holo Taco actually held up pretty well too. It's hard to see in the video, but the Ella and Milla did stain a little bit. But none of them were completely stain free though. So there you have it. Pick a good base coat, use the one you love. Until next time.